And welcome back, everybody. Instead of the audio being pitifully behind, now it's just really quiet. Man, I'm thinking about postponing this walkthrough for the time being till I can figure out what's going on with these issues and things. But for now, we're talking to this kid here we met yesterday, and we're just conversing, and everything, and now he knows I'm Mario, and he's amazing, and he thinks he's a frog, which by the looks of him, he's probably not. But I'm sure that has no bearing on the story whatsoever. But for the time being, we have agreed to go looking for this thief that stole his frog coin. Now, I'll explain the importance of frog coins a little later, but for now, I don't know what I was doing there, but anyway, let's go talk to the this toad here. And he calls me sir. I find that funny for some reason. Yes, apparently Mario has the power of shape-shifting in this game. Characters do that a lot in this game. He forgot his bazooka at home. Lousy soldiers in this place, I tell you, lousy. Nope, there's the thief. His name is Croco. And he's apparently very fast. Who would have thought? But first we're going to stop in the shop here because he knows Mallow. That's his name, the kid's name, and he knows he's on an errand for his grandpa, and he'll give us a free pick-me-up, as you'll see here. Also, we'll be coming back here later with that frog coin because at least getting a weapon later on. So we're going to Bandit's Way, I believe it is. Yep. And we're going to take on Croco here in a little bit. But of course we have to chase him just like in any other video game. Psh, guy sure knows his insults. Now I've been having this weird issue when recording this video. Mallow's first armor is pants, which you can get in that shop there, but for some reason it kept crashing the game. But anyway, we have a new enemy, a Frogog, or however you pronounce that. He's a little tougher than the enemies we've been fighting so far, but he's still no trouble. Also, the audio is like 2-3 seconds behind for some weird reason. I'm starting to think it's the emulator, and I'm just somehow not noticing it when I'm playing it. But I really am not too sure about what to do about that. I'm going to try recording the audio from this microphone I'm using right now, from here on out, see if it makes any difference. Either that or need to start getting a better sound card, that's for sure. That way I won't have that problem, won't have to deal with any like external microphones or anything. Let's see. So, we now continue to chase on. And this guy can jump too. I think he can jump better than Mario actually, which is pretty impressive. Totally screwed up that jump there. That was nice, wasn't it? Good thing it's not I want to be the guy. All right, now we're not going to worry about those wolves yet, but we are going to collect these coins because hey, you can never have too much money, right? Click that. All right, so let's jump across here and go down. Through here. And here he is again. 100 miles ahead of you. Well, not exactly at you, I can still see you. Oh, Goomba. Sneaking up behind me. Actually, I'm not sure why I didn't edit this battle out. There's nothing important here. No new enemy or anything. Though I do like showing off Mallow's Thunderbolt. Mallow in this game, well, he's only been in one game, but he's a magical powerhouse. His special attacks are so useful. Of course, by the end of the game, I usually don't use them as much toward the end of the game. But if you like the character, he stays very useful until the end of the game. And even that lightning bolt, it kills enemies pretty well until the end. I edited this battle out because there are no new enemies, and I do that a bit more from here on out just to save time. go up here because there's an item in that chest there, and I want to show off this new enemy. Um, could not catch the name right there. Let's see, Fangs. They're a little tougher as far as attack power things, but KG, I believe it says. Weird names. And 2 experience points. We're still not getting much experience right now, though. So we collect our mushroom, and still, I'm having frame rate ain't as bad as it's been, but he's still kind of sliding out there for some reason. Now, I would collect what's in this chest here because you get something real cool here if you go through the trouble of getting it. And it's slow as Christmas, though. But we get a star, and we can just totally kill these enemies. Now, even though we're not actually fighting these guys, you still get experience, and I even leveled up there. So, definitely worth the effort to do this. If you're good, you can really rack up the experience here if you're really good. So, Mallow has reached level 3. HP rain, that's a very useful ability for this early on. Allows you to heal one of your teammates a little bit. I chose to upgrade his health there because he's not exactly very tough right now. Not at all. And more of these guys, and I'm not sure why I didn't edit this out. Also, Mallow doesn't have a weapon yet, which he will eventually. That shouldn't be a problem. And I edited most of this out right here because this takes forever. And we get right here, and it's just a flower. But flower is a flower, and we could always use more flower power, right? Well, that was the gayest thing I ever said, I believe. Now, again, I edited most of this out as well. What you gotta do is you gotta get behind him. You gotta sneak up behind him 3 times, I think, 3 or 4 times, and then you'll get into a battle with him. And up to this point, he's easily the toughest enemy in the game so far. But still, I grinded Mario up to level 5. Level 5 a while back, so he's not very tough. Also, I want to show off that new magic attack, which he's very vulnerable against. I didn't even really know this, but that fire attack, fire orb, just kills him, as we'll see here in a minute. I'm not using the Thunderbolt attack because it's only one enemy, and I typically don't use that. Here I'm wasting a jump. I mean, it's still kind of useful, but not really. Wow, Mallow is so weak early on as far as like attack power. That's the thing about him. He's not really even when he gets a weapon, he's not very tough in that department. Alright, so watch this. Now what you do is you press the Y button repeatedly, and that'll do more damage. And look at the damage it does. 100. Yes. I think he's vulnerable to it. That's my only explanation, which unfortunately the fireball attacks Mario gets in this game really don't stay very useful. You'll find a ton of bosses especially where they're just totally immune to it. It's very annoying. That's the main reason why with Mario I stick with attack power, because he's pretty good attacker, and I'll let other characters take on the magic department. So yeah, I'm gonna have to use an item here, but I think I just attack him with a hammer. Let Mallow heal me up because he's not a very good attacker anyway, honestly. Now you can't you see, another thing about this game is all the characters share flower power and magic points, as other games might call them. So yeah, it does simplify things a little bit, but sometimes I kind of wish each character had their own. But oh well. So we defeated Croco and we've gotten the frog coin back. But for all you Croco fans out there, relax. We have not seen the last of him. We will be fighting him again shortly. Well, not shortly. It'll be a little while, but we fight him a couple more times. And we get a flower tab for our efforts. Well, that'll about do it for today. So join me next time. I'm not sure when it'll be because I really want to get these audio issues solved. I'm not really that worried about the frame rate, but I don't know. So this may end up being